Okay, so you're thinking about electric vehicles, or maybe you already have one, and charging is, well, it's a big piece of the puzzle, right?
Absolutely. Understanding how you actually fuel an EV is pretty crucial for feeling confident.
Totally. You don't want that range anxiety feeling.
Yeah.
So for this deep dive, we're digging into like the basics charging 101. We want to clear up the differences between the main charging levels.
Exactly. Cut through the jargon, give you the essentials so you know what's what when you need to plug in.
Right. Let's start with the most basic one then. Level 1. What's the deal there?
Level one is, well, it's as simple as it gets. You literally just use a standard household outlet, the 120-volt one you plug your lamp into.
Oh, okay. So no special gear.
Nope. The main advantage is just that you use the charging cable that usually comes with the car. Plug-in will eventually play.
Eventually. I've heard it's not exactly speedy.
Speedy is definitely not the word. You're only adding maybe like 3 to 5 miles of range for every hour it's plugged in. It's really slow.
Wow. So when would you actually use that?
It could work if you, say, drive very little each day and can leave it plugged in all night, every night. Like a 10-hour overnight charge might only give you 30-50 miles.
Yeah,
Good for a small top-up, maybe.
got it. Just a trickle charge, really.
Uh,
All right, moving up then. Level 2. This seems way more common than one you hear about for home charging.
yes, level 2 is kind of the standard for everyday charging, both at home and in many public spots. It uses a higher voltage, 240 volts, like your dryer outlet.
And that means faster charging.
Significantly faster, yeah. Instead of a few miles per hour, you're looking at maybe 20 to 60 miles of range per hour, depending on the car and the charger itself. Much more practical for daily use.
Okay, that makes sense. So if I want level 2 at home, it's not just finding a different plug.
Usually not. You'll typically need to get a dedicated charging station installed, sometimes called a wall box. And yeah, that needs a 240V circuit.
So potentially calling an electrician.
Most likely, yes. Depending on your home setup, you might need some wiring upgrades to handle the higher power.
Right. And where else would I find these level 2s? You said public spots.
Oh yeah, they're becoming really common. Think workplaces, shopping center parking lots, public garages, hotels, even some curbside spots now. It's the workhorse of public charging, away from the highways.
Okay, good to know. Now let's talk about the big one. DC fast charging, sometimes called level 3.
Exactly. DC fast charging is the super speed option. Think pit stop on a road trip. These are almost exclusively public stations, often found along major highways.
And the speed difference is dramatic, I assume.
Oh, huge. We're talking adding, 100, maybe even 200 miles of range in something like 20 to 40 minutes. It varies a lot by car and charger power, but it's designed for quick turnarounds on long journeys.
That really changes the game for traveling longer distances.
Yeah.
But can any EV just roll up and use one?
That's a key point, no. Not all EVs are equipped for DC fast charging. It depends on the specific charging port your car has and its battery system. It's usually an option or standard on newer, longer range models.
Something to check before you buy them.
Definitely. And also keep in mind that using these ultra fast chargers usually costs more per charge compared to level 1 or level 2, especially home charging.
Right. Convenience has its price. And where are these typically located? Just highway rest stops.
Highway service areas are prime spots, yeah. But you also see dedicated charging hubs or plazas popping up, sometimes near major intersections or shopping areas just off the highway.
Makes sense. Okay, let's tackle a couple of common questions I hear. First, this idea of overcharging. Can you actually damage the battery by leaving it plugged in too long?
That's a myth, really. Modern EVs all have sophisticated battery management systems, or BMS. It's smart tech.
And that BMS does what?
It constantly monitors the battery state and automatically stops the charging process once it's full. So no, you can't overcharge it like maybe an old phone battery. It protects itself.
Phew, okay, that's good to know. What about public charging etiquette? Is that a thing?
Oh, it's definitely a thing. Because chargers are shared, the golden rule is basically don't be that person hogging the spot after your car is fully charged.
Right, move your car so someone else can plug in.
Exactly. Many charging apps will actually notify you when your session is ending or the battery is full. So just be mindful of other EV drivers waiting.
Common courtesy, really.
Yeah.
And technology is always changing. Is charging tech still evolving?
Absolutely. It's a really active area. Companies are constantly working on, faster charging speeds, making chargers more reliable, improving the payment process. Even wireless charging is being explored. It's moving quickly.
Cool. One last thing. Does using DC fast charging all the time hurt the battery long term?
That's a nuanced one. Technically, very frequent exclusive use of DC fast charging might accelerate battery degradation slightly over many, many years compared to slower level 2 charging. Heat is the main factor.
But it's not something most people need to worry about.
Generally, no. The battery management systems are designed to manage the heat and stress. For typical drivers who use level 2 for most charging and DC fast charging mainly for road trips or emergencies, the impact on overall battery lifespan is usually minimal. The systems are built for it.
Okay, great. So let's just quickly recap. Level 1, super slow, basic home charging using a regular outlet.
Right. Best for low mileage drivers or emergencies.
Level 2, the faster, common standard for home and public charging needs 240 volts.
Yep, your daily driver for charging.
And DC fast charging, or level 3, the ultra-quick option for road trips found at public highway stations, but not all cars can use it, and it costs a bit more.
You got it. Understanding those three really covers the main ways you'll power up an EV.
It definitely makes it less intimidating, knowing what lets you figure out what works best for you.
Exactly right. It empowers you to make informed choices and feel comfortable driving electric.
So thinking about all that, level 1, level 2, DC fast charging, here's something for you to ponder. Based on how you drive, what would your ideal charging routine actually look like day to day or week to week? Give that some thought. Thanks for joining our deep dive today.